Mic check. Okay, right. Nice. How you all doing? Saturday. It is LOWREZJAM time, and I have absolutely no clue what we are making. a few ideas at the wall and nothing realistic. So I was like, hey, let's hold a brainstorming session and figure that out during that. And for this, I need my browser. There we go. Nice. Start out with an easy one. LOWREZJAM. So if you're not familiar with LOWREZJAM, it is a yearly game jam on itch.io, where your goal is to make a game with a very low resolution, 64 by 64. We have a lot of themes, all of them which are optional. So technically we could just ignore all these and maybe figure out a game that way. But I would love to at least incorporate one of them. We went here last year. We made Pico Towers and Daily Doku for the LOWREZJAM. And I do believe we went another year. I did not finish my entry, I forgot. Hold on. Last thing was our Samurai Jam. Nightcrawl was just a random project. So is this my only project that I completed for LOWREZJAM? This was for Create. Occult Nostalgia is a game by its cover. Void Break is Roguelike Jam. Neon Runner was Quarantine Jam or whatever it was called. End Up Jam, what was it? Yeah, it was Quarantine Jam, okay. These are also not. So I guess our only two entries for LOWREZJAM are from last year. And I really want to make something because I enjoy the game. I went a year before, but I could not finish my entry. Basically overscoped. So this year I would yet again love to make something. We have, I think, 10 teams, if I remember correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. And it covers quite a range. Is physics real? Opposite day, it happens again. The player is replaced by AI. Liberate, just one button, undo. The floor is ... There is always a bigger fish and left behind. So we have a few further constraints on ourselves. I'm learning Löve2D, as probably most of y'all know in the chats. So we are looking for a simple project because I'm still in the learning, so we cannot go something very complex. The other thing is I'm still recovering from tendon pains in my hand, so we cannot go for something that is art heavy, because at the moment I'm just not able to draw a lot of stuff. Even worse, not worse, but like even more as I change to a vertical mouse. So I'm like learning a lot of stuff. So we're looking for something simple, low on art, and in one of these themes. So because of something simple, I think is physics real is basically just out of the window. We are not looking at this at all, because implementing a physics system can be tricky, even more tricky if you want like spins on it. Opposite day can be interesting. I'm not sure how we would do this. It happens again. Not sure, I just don't have any idea. Sorry. The player is replaced by AI. I'm just not really interested in this one. Liberate. I haven't really looked into this either. Just one button is interesting from the perspective that before switching to Love or Löve, I was a Pico dev. So restrictive inputs is something that we always kept in mind. That's a just one button is a big construction. I do believe I have a game with this. I think War Fight. Yeah, it was a one button combo builder. Maybe something similar to this would be interesting. So let's put this up somewhere. Just one button. Look. So this is a theme that we are interested in. The floor is ... This theme doesn't really bring something for me. I think this would entail some kind of platforming game, or you could do like a top-down evasion-based game. But I already have one of those in terms of where is it? Only 3 Wizards. This game is all about the floor changing and you having to avoid places. So because of that, I'm not really looking into this. There is always a bigger fish. I don't know about this one. Sounds interesting, but nothing comes to my mind. And Left Behind is another one which at least sparked an idea for me. So let me look. Left. Also, it would be probably easier to let's duplicate this. Left Behind. Can I never tried copying images into here, so let me try if it works. So for example, can I grab this and yeet it into this program? Can it do it? Do you want to resize the large user actual size? Holy fuck. Yeah, I want to resize this image, thank you. You were correct. So just one button. Bloop, bloop. Bloop. Now to bar find. I'm just gonna leave that up. Oh yeah, so for Left Behind and what was the other one? I had a one more mockup. For which did I do that? Oh yeah, that is just one button. So let me show you like 2 quick mockups. Can I do them in Mozilla? That would be the easiest. Browsing through files. So this was one. Bloop. I don't need Reddit, thank you. So this is one of the mockups. If you are regular to my streams, you know that this is basically a spin-off from He's Coming. And the idea would be to somehow combine He's Coming and our game called Nightcrawl, which was a basically path choosing dungeon crawler, quote unquote. So we're walking around making decisions, but only on these 3 routes. And you could probably do this with one button. So a short press would be changing sides, a long press would be staying on the same lane, or I don't know, something similar. So I can see this, or like short press going left and right, and long press is progressing. Wait, a new LOWREZJAM? Yep, started yesterday. So that is this idea. But honestly, one, I don't really like, at the moment, I don't really like how similar it is to both of the games. 2, it would probably require a lot of respriting, because my current sprites, this is my free to grab Picoid Adventure tileset. So it came from them, the sprites. Problem is, they are not really made for low resolution. Did it start yet? Yes, as I said, it started yesterday. They are like very crowded, as I try to jam as many details as it is possible to them, because it was like designed to be this sparse world, not this jam-packed thing. You could honestly replace a few tiles here and there. One other problem with this is it would require me spriting a lot of objects, and this doesn't show object UI at all, and I'm not sure how we would do that at the moment. The combat part of this is nothing new to us. I have implemented something similar already in another game. The trigger system can be a tad trickier, but I do believe that is mostly just ordering. But at the moment I'm hesitant with this path, as it looks like a lot of work and spriting. I should change this to be... We have a lot of themes also, so you can look into a lot of things. Nightcrawl needs themes coming. Loop. 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 No? Oh, I edited the arrow. I want a new one, thank you. And I have an idea for Left Behind as well. It became a mock-up, and I can fetch you that mock-up. With Left Behind, we were... because I was like, you know, bouncing off ideas with Daya, of course. NG, welcome in, how are you doing? We were talking about a quote-unquote colony management game where you are encountering new colonists on your way, or like... So one of the ideas was to... So where is... Did I... I did not export this, so I need to export it. Oh, you can see it, hold on, I have a sprite enabled. So this is the other one, which would be... I mocked up this version. The idea is a bunker-like colony management where a new pawn basically wants to join your colony from time to time, and after some time you have to decide if you are leaving them behind, hence left behind, or you are accepting them but kicking out someone in your colony. The problem with this is, one, the decision is interesting. Fletch, welcome in. I think I said hello. If no, then hello again, or hello, brain, you know. Welcome in, Fletch. Hope weekend is nice for you. Also, I was having a blast yesterday. That stream was pure goblin energy. So the idea of choosing someone to be let into your colony is interesting. I'm just not sure on the gameplay elements during those decisions, which is the problem in this category. The other theme to it that I was trying to mock up is some kind of nomad group that you are managing that is trying to survive in the desert. But that is very, how to say, very complicated yet again, because what are you doing in between the decision makings? And both of these concepts, like the bunker one and the caravan one, depend on some kind of event system which we have to figure out, like what is happening, what is your choice in this event, and things alike. Which sounds cool in theory, in paper. Problem is, I feel like they are way too complex for a 2-week jam. So hold on, I need to export this. Yep. It is like somewhere like, I don't know, we can export 10 and then we can resize it. Boop. Oh, I only want this frame. Export as all frames. Do you want the following file? No. Wait, hold on. I can select it. I don't have one frame selected, right? So it is just a frameless GIF. It is a frameless GIF. Okay. Bloop. 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 Colony arrangement. Using and leaving fonts behind. I'm sorry, I'm back. I had to like blow my nose because something was working it. Made it itchy. It was not great. I felt a sneeze coming and y'all don't want me to hear sneezing into this microphone from like 2 centimeters because someone eardrum's gonna be destroyed. Okay. So with this, problem. What do you do in between the selections? What is your goal with the selections? What? No, you don't want. What is gameplay outside of using format? What is the problem here? With this one, I can show it again. I was trying to mock up a way where each of your pawns has 4 statistics. 2 that correlate with your resources that you need from day to day, which is like water and food, and 2 that are combat related. And I'm not sure if I want actually combat, but like the idea is very not formed because of one big problem. How do you show values in a resolution small as this? So here I tried these little dots. I'm not sure how visible they are, where each pawn can have six values, and each value correlates to one of these up here. And if you encounter a combat-like scenario, then it's just like pawns bouncing off each other based on attack and defense. Kinda like Super Animal Royale, if you know it. Not Super Animal Royale, that's the other game. What is it called? Super Auto Pets. Super Auto Pets. So UI on 44. Yeah. It's stupid how hard that is. So it's like they just go bum 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 and someone stays standing. Odi, welcome in, how you doing? I see your umlaut A. Oh, that's hello. Say hi to YouTube everyone. The wrong window. So let me do this problem. I guess we can Let's create a new, what is it called? Paragraph? UI is a pain. Attempting LOWREZJAM, but all of our ideas fell apart when we start prototyping. Yeah. Is hold on. I don't remember if Nightcrawl is 64x64. Is it 64x64? I do believe it is. Did I change that? Because this seems way more. These are 8. Yeah, this is not 64 by 64. I think the original mockup was 64 by 64. It's roughly the pixel count of the Nokia. Yeah, that's just a bit weirder, right? It's like 170 something versus 92, or it's like elongated in a way. I don't fully remember. Yeah, in Daily Doku, I just said, hey, there is no UI, that is your UI. And it works. Because you don't need a UI for like a pseudo. Because why would you need a UI for a pseudo game? Also, I do believe Crypt is also changed. No? Oh, no, Crypt is still 80. Crypt is still low res, which is weird to me. The script has UI. A lot of UI. But like, I'm not remaking Crypt, that is just stupid. I need to work on Crypt DX, by the way, in Löve2D. So yeah, the main hurdle is UI, which we need to figure out. Also, let me just move this into like here. Oop. Hey, why is it not showing? Okay, there we go. Bunker or remote wandering. Your favorite LOWREZJAM, same. I was sad last year because a game by its cover. So my favorite is a game by its cover. I think that's just the theme and the idea behind the jam is just amazing. But last year it was very late and in a time where I was very busy. But LOWREZ is definitely up there. If you need inspiration, I will be happy to send you a submission if you want to brainstorm. Yeah. But I have no idea. But what? Or not because of my health. Oh, okay. I was like, I switched the two, so this year's LOWREZJAM came at a busy time for me. Yeah, I should be also doing other stuff, honestly, but sometimes you need like your hobbies to clear your mind a bit. Oops, airline is so good, Jesus Christ. So that is where I am at the moment. Did I say? I think we talked about one other idea. Did I not? Undo just one button, liberate. Once again, opposite day. Opposite day could be interesting, but that's like, what the heck am I doing with my life? Like, that is such a broad theme. So this is where I am at the moment. At least, NG, you have an idea, you know? And we are all like here, they're like, what the f we are doing with our life? Honestly, I just played with the idea of remaking bar fights somehow. And with one button, that could be really neat. Problem is, then every other game mechanic outside of choosing your option is weird. Like then that is the problem. So can I not close this menu? I don't need this menu. Why can I? Whoever made the UI. Lol. My idea is still your idea. I mean, we are all just stealing from each other, honestly, at this point. It's very hard to be creative for like 50 years of game making. Oh yeah, I had one other idea, which is like not another idea, it's just a spin on the Nightcrawl idea. Let me find it. It was made for LOWREZJAM. Submissions. There's another Pico-8 game, Nights Around. Yeah, this one. Which basically... we don't have screenshots here. Shame. Nights Around basically comes down to you being presented two choices and choosing one. And like going on an adventure to a forest to heal, or to combat to gain gold, or to a shop and buy one of the two items and things like that. Which sent me down this route. That is why this idea exists. They choose between two paths. But here I think the item management, we can like also combine this. LOWREZJAM ipsum, that is it. Problem. I cannot type. Problem. UI still a pain. Need a lot of items. Needs a system. Needs an event system. Kinda not original in a way. There we go. Oh yeah. Existence is major here. The problem is I don't have a simple idea like Sudoku or the tower game like last year, because there is always an option to just say no team. Like this is always here. Always here. The road of the coward. You could always just come up with a game idea in 64 by 64 and just say, hey, I'm not making any teams. I just don't feel like that is in the spirit of the jam in some shape or form. Like, if you are not... how to say this? Like, I can understand if someone doesn't want to go for a team. I myself feel like if there is a team for a jam, why would I not go for that team? Because I'm here for the jam and its restrictions. Why would I not choose the restrictions? Like, I could always just make a 64 by 64 game if I want to, and there is nothing special about that. But if I'm here in LOWREZJAM and I'm making a 64 by 64 game, then I might as well try to make an idea happen. I'm not sure if I could, like, I phrased it correctly, or like I can make sense of my words. Yeah, that is also a good point. Like, oops, oh, I almost did my whatever words. The fuck is this called? Glass? It's not glass, it is made out of plastic, of my plastic cup. I had an idea of you are in an AI factory and you're the one of the robots, but you were thrown out for being too slow and you have to do puzzles to build yourself up the pyramid, but you're fighting an AI that is also training and playing against you, but coding an AI is probably too much work. Sentence is Jesus. Depending on what you want the AI to do, but yeah, it can be a pain. Központozás, am I right? Punctuation, Jesus! Use it! We have it for a reason. I was reading the sentence and we made like the 5th turn at the end. But yeah, I mean the idea itself is not bad. Like making a puzzle game about being a robot and trying to like, be better. If I would go this route, let's say we are going... No. Oh, this needs the problem text we have. Up, up, flip. Problem. What? Oh, I deleted the styling as well. Wow. Problem. Handling the UI changes with just one button it's a huge pain, because I would love to be able to modify the bar and where items are on the bar. How should, like, is it even visible, the bar here? Let me fetch like probably a better example. Yeah, this one is a better example. So if I would go this route, maybe not with all these effects, but if we would go in this route, I would like to have the ability to modify where items are on this bar, and that feels like an absolute headache with just one button. But in doubt, make a snake. With no pun intended. Oh, that is pun intended. We all know that is fully pun intended. It's my trusty fallback when having a gem block. I have actually never made a snake game, but I do have one idea for that is a little too big a gem. Too big for a gem? I guess too big for a gem. I love the demo mode. Another mode. Let's smile. Snake. Okay, let's throw the idea of a snake game, question mark. Where would the snake game fit? Gems. On the teams. What a gem. Yeah. I realize it. I mean, for 4D then it happens again because he's making another snake game. Snake with one button? How would snake with one button work? One button control. How in the heckity heck? I live under a rock and only saw a bit of Buckshot Roulette gameplay yesterday. Holy shit, how did you manage that? Like, Buckshot Roulette is like died half a year ago. Would be simple enough to make in 64. Guess you can do it happens again with it. I'm really trying to figure out, not fail, still trying to figure out how would the snake game look with one button as a control. Maybe you have a spinner that moves. Yeah, I was like, turning one way only is way too cruel. It's just, I don't feel like that is fun. Turning one way? Not fun. I was sent down, like thinking on this route, you have like some kind of spinner and press when direction is where you want to go. Okay, let me talk about why I don't like that idea. So I just said you could do the mouse button, and depending on the mouse's position, it could move to that way. Okay, 4D gets me. When I'm going to a just one button game and people are playing around with a mouse and pressing, that is, in my eyes, not one button. You have 4 directional control, not a 4 directional, like omnidirectional control plus a button. Like, to me, that was never a control scheme to me that counts as one button. Yeah, I agree with you, 4D. We are on the same page here. Like, that is my problem as well when I'm like going to one button games. Because there is a game jam about a one button. A button is a button, but you're also moving your mouse is the problem. Like, if your mouse cannot move and you're clicking a button, then I'm in. But if you can move your mouse, that is not one button. Because at that point, why not let me tie my VSD or arrow buttons into the cursor? And I'm just saying, hey, it is a cursor, but you need to click. Like, I mean, I can understand if that is how you view it. That is just not how I view it. Yes, but you're not just using your mouse button, you're using your mouse as well. Like, do you count or zero button controls just move your mouse like those labyrinth games? So yeah, like, do you count that as a game without an input? Like, no buttons? If my player just follows my cursor? Yeah, that is my problem with the mouse. nutshell, I think, is the phrasing. Also, should I convert this to dark mode, by the way? Let me theme. Oh, it is appearance dark. Is this better? Oh, this is the wrong dark, honestly. This is the black on white dark, which is the stupid dark mode. Ugh, I hate this. Ugh. Okay, close your eyes. Flashbang alert. Flashbang alert. Ah, there we go. So much better. Jesus Christ. And with that dark mode, yeah, absolutely. This is just stupid. Black on white dark mode is not dark mode. That is a lie. What other team could a snake go into? Because I'm fine with going down a bit on this snake tangent. You are thinking snake was behind. To unlock a door, you have to grow your snake and navigate it over a marked path on the level. Each that touches your tail and opens the door or something. That is an interesting idea. Yeah. That was not my best sentence. Punctuation. Bigger fish, maybe. I really like this idea, like the choosing a person to be left behind or not. Problem is, I don't know how to make this idea better. Snake is interesting, but I don't feel like we're going this route. Just like too much thinking at the moment. Blip. 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 I cannot think of a handmade animation on the There Is Always a Bigger Fish. It was like a Hungarian animator who made like I guess a bridge series, if you know the terms. It is like a parody of the original, and they made a Naruto series in the paint. And at one point the fish guy, who I forgot the name, what was the guy called, the shark guy with the big sword, I forgot his name. He goes basically mindig van egy nagyobb hál, which is exactly There Is Always a Bigger Fish, just in Hungarian. And that is something that we always recite with Daya, because it is funny. He has like a weird accent compared to everyone else. Because this idea I think could be cool, but I just don't know Like where to go after you are choosing someone. What is the gameplay when you're choosing someone? I think someone mentioned, I'm not sure who was it. It was Bone? Or Void Gazer Bone if you know them better on that name. They mentioned on an idea where you start with a big colony where you need to slowly abandon more and more people. Yet again, the idea is really cool. Let me give this question mark. The idea itself is really cool. I'm just not sure where to take this. Like, the whole premise of this is interesting, and I'm just not sure how to like make a game out of it. Because something like This War of Mine, for example, would be This War of Mine was basically the idea inspiration behind this. This plus what is the board game called? The zombie one. Dead of Winter, maybe? Dead of Winter? Is it Dead of Winter? It is Dead of Winter, yeah. Where you're like trying to keep a colony safe for X days. But yet again, the problem with this is it needs a lot of things to be implemented. Like the event system sounds like a pain. And also in Dead of Winter, you had to keep the zombies away. So that is why you were looking to different zones on the map, trying to scavenge loot and items that you can use for it. Oh, I love Dead of Winter. I need to hit up the guy who has this. He played a lot. It's funny because you can have a dog with a pistol in it. And in one of our games, the dog with the pistol basically carried the whole colony. It started blasting and everything was solved. But some kind of... because of this leaving behind, you need... you're basically in the restriction here that tells you that you cannot have everyone. Needs a restriction, so you cannot accept everyone. Why? This is also the problem part of it, I guess. Because if you could just accept everyone, then there is no choices. Like, you are not leaving behind anyone. So most of the time I think this restriction in my mind comes from a way that the game is placing you into a tight situation, which is yet again some kind of survival situation. If I was more of a creative person, honestly, if any of y'all need an idea, an amazing narrative game could be made out of pets being left on the roadside, unwanted. I think this could be an amazing game idea. I'm just not creative enough and have the time and skill to make this. But this came into my mind because I had a cat who we found on the roadside in a plastic bag, and I love that cat to bits. And still most of my fond memories are based around this stupid cat. Like, this is an idea if you want to make people cry, and can also bring much needed attention to not getting pets if you cannot basically take care of them. and or attention to. Not sure what is the English term of it. But basically, if you have pets that are outside, probably tying them off is a great idea, because unwanted pups, kittens, everything is basically either gonna go this route or a much crueler route, which you don't want to talk about on the channel. It's like, I'm just gonna put this on red. It is, I think, a really cool idea, and I would love to see someone explore this idea, because this is a really like impactful idea. I just don't have the skills for it. This would be some kind of narrative game, and making narrative games in 64 and 64 is Jesus Christ. Like, that needs mood, that needs text, that needs art, sound, story, everything. So colony management game. What can else be left behind? Oh yeah. Is it chip? The other idea on this left behind was a post-apocalyptic inventory survival. So I'm not sure why this is in caps, but it is in caps as of now, and will stay in caps because I'm not retyping it. Bloop. Bloop. Premise. Wander around in a world and try to leave off on left behind stuff until you reach XY. Inventory management is a key, as you need to figure out what you pick up or what you leave behind due to inventory space limitations. The main problem with this idea is, where is it? The UI is pain. That is the main problem everywhere. This also needs the event system, kinda like this game. But if you're just wandering around, you have the other game part solved basically, because you are either choosing or you are trying to go to X basically. For inspiration on this one, I think Neo Scavenger is a really good inspiration, or like idea premise behind it. This is also like a post-apocalyptic. You woke up from a cryo plant and trying to make it to like a big city that you can see on the horizon. You have to like manage your inventory, find stuff, find backpacks, find clothes so you don't die, etc. It is really cool. Yet again, the base game compared to this one is really complex. If you do not have the time for things like this, nor the UI besides. Find another one. Loom. Inspiration. Points. Neo Scavenger. Cataclysm. CDDA. UI is still a pain, but you don't need the same. You don't need your items to be like synergistic, so you are skipping the item synergy and effect of like the Nightcrawl, like, which is a plus side. The negative side is that on a 64x64 you do not have much space for an inventory screen. I guess you can make it 2 scenes. And you can have like a bag that is what, 6x6? I guess because you do not want to make the whole screen a bag. I think that would look bad. Like what, 2, 4, 6? Yeah, 6x6. Honestly, that is a lot of items. Can probably start off somewhere here. And like these are bigger bags. So you maybe have like an apple. Bloop. You have like some kind of energy drink. They do not die of thirst. Loop. Loop. Maybe brighter green, for example. You have some half kits which you cannot have red crosses on because that is a protected symbol. Bloop bloop. We're gonna do it anyway. Bloop. What else would you need in here? Probably your like tools and weapons that give you like stats. Like, I don't know, you could have a crowbar. This I already forgot you. Yep. We need a new layer under this so we can see what you're doing. Yep. And make this. Guessing can be black in that case. Bloop 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 bloop. Don't worry, this is a crowbar. Also, it was drawn on the wrong layer. Boop, 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 boop. So your crowbar takes up like 2 spaces, and this gives you more, I don't know, scavenging. You want to have a nice knife, for example, that you can shank someone with if they're trying to be big. If they're playing the rough boy. This could be an interesting idea. One problem with it is bigger items and how you are handling these bigger items. Are you allowing rotations? If you're allowing rotations, you need to code rotations and you need to sprite rotations. Are you not allowing rotations? Then that is a huge pain, but it can be an interesting idea of on like how you are drawing your sprites. The print screen is loop, and it goes onto the board. That is the rotation. You want the resizing? Backpack inventory management. Pain point is rotating items. Word generation and exploration. How? Showcase statistics somehow. Image combat of etc. Because item effects themselves here would not be that tricky. Because we could have like static values. Like, yet again, we are kind of going down the same route as this one, but we are ignoring the weird effects. And we're focusing more on the exploration aspects. Let me edit this. Items give static values to statistics. Bottleneck synergies between themselves. Honestly, I think I can mark this as red. I'm not really feeling enjoying the night. I'm exploring the Nightcrawl idea. War fight. Probably not as well. Like just one button. Do we have? Oh yeah, I haven't done a mockup for this. Infinite runner game where you just jump, crouch, mini arrow, thank you. It's attached? It is attached. For this, the inspiration is Chrome Dino game. Bloop, bloop. Oh, fuck. Premise. Infinite runner score chaser game. Options. One button is avoiding. stuff. Jumping, switching, lane, etc. Problems. I cannot type today, but I cannot type anyway, so. World generation. How to actually a jumper or just up down lane switch. What is the theme? Like, this is the simplest idea in terms of implementation. I'm just missing a theme for this one. It was just making a game where you like switching lanes. What was the game, the snail game we played at some point? What is it? Not sure if you all remember this still. Where is it? It is not top speed. Trying to find the game. Give me a moment. This one. Okay. That is snail game we played. Path of the Snail. Path of the Snail. Almost, but I think it will find it. Yep. Like this game. If you remember it. Not sure if you all were here when we were playing this. This has 3 lanes. We would probably only use 2. Like similar to this of just like stepping up and down. Here different fruits do different things. Like this kind of idea. Copy. Resize. Then we have an ad break, which I will want it to use, but I will just put you all into a BRB. Should also be a nice idea. So yeah, quick BRB. Where is my BRB? So I need to use the toy. There's a BRB. You cannot see. Nice. Made it back. Also, another inspiration for the runner. Hold on. Brick game. You all had one of these? I know it by Brick Game, but it probably has a few other names. We made a game that basically reminiscent of this. One of the games on that. And this had a car driving game on it. Drive. I see no images of it, sadly. But there was like a game mode on these that was like a big game puzzle. Yes. Puzzle is a weird word for this. Yeah, this one. Where you're like basically stepping left and right from cars. Loki! I mean, hiding. That tricks actually called in 4th grade. I had one of those. I think a lot of us had one of these. I still have one of these. I recently received one for my birthday. Like 2 years ago, I think. I had the light gray one. This? Like similar to this. I do believe what we had in our country had these weird bumps in it, but the memories. But yeah. What is it? Can I have an image of it? Better image of it than this stupid bullshit? No. 99 games. Like the Zap game was made because of this. If you all know it. That's it. Zapot, I think I called it. Yeah, this one. It's one of the game modes when like weird holy places come down and you can like shoot at stuff. Where are the cars? Do I really need to use that image? Oh, this is better. Premise. Problem. What is the other word of problems? Bones, I guess. Bones. Easy to make. Just needs a theme and a random place thing in front of player. I'll go. Yep, it is draw.io. You can accept. Pretty sure that is our draw.io. Use this. It has a Yoplin implementation, like plugin. Or Joplin, I don't know how the name is used. Is the text editor that I like to use from time to time. But you cannot edit for some reason. I think it is broken, but you can do bloop bloop. But it doesn't even show up now. But there should be an edit button here, but it doesn't work sadly. So it's like and the OG maintainer of this plugin is not working on it anymore. But yeah. So honestly, I think this idea is also kinda out of the window. Because we have a lot of questions around this colony management idea. What is left is the post-apocalyptic inventory survival thingamajig. which is close to my heart due to me playing a lot of these kind of games. Combat is probably here is an auto battler. Combat is an auto battler. But this has a lot of complexities, which I might be fine if we were doing this in the Pico 8. But since I want this to be my first Löwe project, Löve2D, still don't know how most people pronounce it on the internet or how the OGs want to pronounce it. It has an Ö, so it is an Ö for me, and that is all. Honestly, even in Pico 8, I would think about this on like a 2-week jam, because it is a 2-week jam, right? And on the 17th, that is basically, yeah, like 2 weeks, yep. On a 2-week jam? Oh, I probably wouldn't even like do this on Pico 8 then. Like a month-long jam, yeah. On a 2-week one, ooh, that is tight. Because of work and everything. So are we going to an infinite runner with one button? LOWREZJAM is on, huh? It is. I guess this is not big enough in the middle, right? Hold on. There you go. It is tempting. You need to finish Rust. I need Rust. Okay? I saw you streaming yesterday, but it is so late for me, Jesus. I was like tucking myself in my bed, you know, getting all comfy. Still like scrolling Reddit before going to sleep, and I just saw the notification of you going live, and I was like, oh, fuck me. This is just 2 weeks, so I mean, I'm not saying no to a jam game from you. Like, you know me, I'm always down for banger games. Do we really go to an infinite runner game? Quote-unquote infinite runner game, but you know what I mean. Just trying to figure, like, do I really want to do these? No, I don't particularly have anything against infinite runners, honestly. I haven't made one yet. So in that regard, it is interesting because I never made one. And maybe make it into a 2-3-day jam, Jesus Christ. So technically I don't have anything against runners. Did I do anything close to this? Yeah. It kind of sounds like we have a team. Or like an idea that we can go to. I guess I did. Slay Away is kind of like an infinite runner, but it is more of a avoid things game than a runner game. But the idea is the same. Just go as far as you can. I'm still kind of sad how on YouTube, because this whole game was meant to be like a YouTube VOD that can teach people how to make games out of nothing, and I think I explained it very well. It's just, I guess, the 16x16 and not naming it tutorial just left the videos to die. But yeah, it kind of feels like this is where we're going to go. Because the basics of this can be like mocked up in like 2 hours or even less. Because you want something that moves up and down. You want things that move to the left, and you want to check if they collide. And that's all. God damn it, I'm making an infinite runner. Jesus. Okay. Now we need a team for this. Team. I guess. No, my only quote-unquote problem, which is not a problem, it's like, you know, the meme of what is it, Subway Surfer? Like, we are just jumping into that meme. Also, this infinite runner, I was thinking about this on the shitter while I was peeing, which honestly sounds weird, but like, you know, the best ideas came to you while shitting or while in the shower, and we all know this. Is the Rock again? What meme? Ah, dude. Subway Surfer. So there is this game called Subway Surfers. It's like a YouTube video of it. YouTube. There you go. So there is a meme that Gen Z basically has such a low, and Alpha, Gen Z and Alpha, has such a low attention span that they, oh, fuck you. Please, disable my ad block, please. Can I have my money? Fuck you, YouTube. So the meme is basically the Gen Z and Alpha having such low attention span that they cannot pay attention to a video if it is not played on the top left corner. So like, you have the video here, and Subway Surfer gameplay up in the corner here. That is the meme. It's like the low attention span Gen Z meme of like, hey, where is my Subway Surfer? Or the other one is the green timer for like speedrunning games. If there is no green timer, I cannot pay attention and stuff like that. Now I kind of remember seeing a video in that format. Yeah, exactly, that's why, yeah. It's kind of like a meme in like none of those gens. So, hold on. Shitter idea, by the way. What if... let me find Nightcrawl again. What if we combine the idea of Nightcrawl with an infinite runner? I need to sleep on this, but like, you're basically always moving, things are coming in front of you, and you need to switch lanes. Like, you need to make very quick decisions for almost the same purpose of the game. So I cannot sit here and look ahead, and they're just like straight up coming at you all the time. It's like the weird mobile phone game. Mobile game multiplying man. Actually, if we can find this way. The switch lane games, yeah, the math game. Mobile game, math, switch lanes. Add. Jesus Christ. I'm honestly probably not like making the best search query for this, but I assume you all know. Oh, that's YouTube. No. YouTube. Oh, I cannot tab YouTube here. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh, there is a new video from the guy. Where is it? I guess similar to this one, but like these kind of games. But here they're not switching lanes, but like... And maybe lanes could be +2 attack, -2 defense, and like +2 defense, but -4 HP or something like that. I don't know, this is just all... Yeah, cheaper ideas. Twitter on the shitter, am I right? Not that I use Twitter anymore. This doesn't need to be this. Nightcrawl, infinite, question marks. What is this? What? Oh? This is weird. This form of edit one. Lines are modifiers and pickups. X +2 tag. -2 armor versus -4 HP +8 attack. I don't like this one. I wanted to write up something else. Problem might be the need to process info on screen way too fast. Avoiding enemies. No gold to purchase. But no life durability lost. Question marks. Ah, that's the. It is the arrow. So this is the shitter idea. One other idea is just some kind of normal runner. Maybe we could make a game about sour cream, the stupid cat we have everywhere. Sour cream. Mascot cat. Why he running? What he running? Things to avoid. Come on. Up, up, up. Up, up, up. Up, up, up. Like this Nightcrawl Infinite Runner is just such a weird and stupid idea. Problem with that, quote-unquote problem. One UI, but Nightcrawl doesn't need a lot of UI, honestly. So this music might be a bit too loud. I'm sorry. Nightcrawl doesn't need a lot of UI, which is a pro in that regard. As it. So like all the UI you need for Nightcrawl is like a sprite and like 3 numbers. So like a number above or below it, which can be easily fit onto a 64 by 64. Hold on. Save this. Whereas stepped out the wrong place. Bag. Video. Let me grab the tile set quickly because that is quicker than throwing new stuff. Loop. Get the guy. New layer. New background. Loop. Oh, come on. I clicked that for sure. Me misclicking still, but that is what happens when you change mice. Yep. So, guy 1. Page. Skeleton. LOWREZJAM is coming up. It started yesterday, actually. So you can already do some stuff. Loop, you can access it here. Welcome in. It started yesterday, like midday, basically for me. Yeah. We have a lot of cool teams as well. I'm kind of pumped about that. Are you also considering participating in it? I'm so bad with teams. They are optional, so you can go teamless if you want. So that is one plus of LOWREZJAM. You can always go no team if you want. I don't like that approach myself, but it is always an approach you can take. That is for... This is more than 4, right? This is 5. Like this, yes. Loop. I forgot, how did we do the icons? I already forgot, it was so long ago. How does the arrow look? Oh, come on, I'm not seeing a ranger. Oh, there it is. So it's like... Loop. One more, but like, gives the idea away. Never participated before, but it's my favorite to browse the submissions. Oh, there are so many cool games in LOWREZ. Oh, I love it. I mean, you can always join. It is I feel like it is a beginner friendly in terms of there not being a rating or like an actual like because I do believe there is a rating. It's just like people are very welcoming because we all know that making a game in 64x64 is just very hard. So I would need like two of these. Honestly, probably I want the UI on top because I like to look up more than down. What do I still need? This. So an HP, a shield, and 2 weapons. That can be done, right? Maybe I should do a shmup. Don't you dare. Oh, that's the cop-out answer, and we all know it. I mean, I'm down for a shmup from you. Like, I'm not complaining, but like, come on. Come on. Loop. HP. That said, Xtero 64 question mark. I don't know how to make a 7. That is a 7. Need another 0 here. And I need 2 weapons. Oh, you cannot switch weapons. Oh my god. Because you don't have another button. Ah. Oh no, I really like the fact that you can switch weapons in Nightcrawl. Is a cop-out, to be fair. Something about Left Behind sounds cool. Oh, I would love to do Left Behind. So we like a... So you can see... The Left Behind side is probably the side that is explored the most. And I haven't talked about, like... I haven't written about the other idea around the colony management. Because I have like 2 teams here. But like Left Behind is just such a nice team. You can do a lot of cool stuff with that. Oh, gee. And then like the just one button accidentally came into my mind with Infinite Runners. Like with the Dino game, basically. Like with these 2. And I was like, hey wait, that was the snare game we played from Pico 8. And then I went to the shitter and I was like, wait. This could be interesting. I wonder if it would sound feasible and non-copyright infringing to make a chip-tune version. I guess it depends on the country, right? I think covering songs is totally fine to my understanding in copyright. Or like, not covering, but like, how's it said, is like making your own interpretation, but I do believe it is dependent on the country's copyright laws. But like, since you see a lot of people on YouTube covering songs, I don't think so that there is like a big hurdle that you need to like handle with covering songs, because otherwise they would not do it. The copyright strikes can quickly end the channel. And I assume most creators don't really want to like tempt the YouTube gods. And this would need to be a pair and another. Okay. How do you do a 2 here? Like this, right? This is totally feasible, UI side. Also, do I have my free backwards? I do, right? No one is yelling at me. My backwards free. So something is off. Yeah, this sprite is not aligned with this one. There now, right? Yep. Am I missing something? I feel like something is missing. I stared so much at Nightcrawl. Oh yeah, the type, the... Oh, fuck me. This needs to be down here. Which is weird because I do believe skeletons also are bludgeoning based. This is the ability slot. So like it is totally doable. Like we have ample space for like 2 things shown on the screen. In 64x64. The problem was with 3 things and the UI. That is why I think the whole project went away from 64x64. Do I have like a mockup from it? It should be. I should have one. I found my 16x16 mockup, Loki, Oroshma. Do you remember that? I think I shared it. The 16x16 shmup. Let's go. I don't think you can go much smaller than this at this point. That is more like a Tohu bullet hell game to like avoid stuff. Oh, this is off topic. I mean, fine if... I mean, Nightcrawl is still a bit off topic, but let me... no. Now I know it. I do not know about that. What? Now I have to find it. I played it not so long ago trying to beat Modern, but I just cannot beat Modern. My skills are not there and I'm not like practicing enough. Oh wow, and it is still... I have... Hold on. This is not that. No. I found like the earliest version of Nightcrawl that I have. Where is it? Look at this. This is the OG Nightcrawl. This is still not 64x64. And make it exist first and make it nice later, right? Yeah, you can see the inspiration here if you know the original game. Like you can clearly see the inspiration. And this is also such a cool game, by the way. No wonder it inspired me. I cannot find it, but I do believe I tried to make it 64x64 at some point. You just don't see the screenshot. Yeah. No. I don't believe I have a screenshot of that. F. The fact that we don't have a second weapon still bothers me. I guess if you hold the button instead of pressing it, that could be a thing. Problem with that is that the game gets later and speeds up. So I do want it to speed up a bit. Do I? This goes onto the figure out pile. Soren, how you doing? Hope you had a nice rest. No. Expand. I wanted to try something here, but Soren distracted me. And the brain lost the thought process and it is gone in the wind. Oh yeah, we have that, yeah. Yep. Look at this! I hope you have a good weekend. Heyo! Your voice is fucking beautiful. I'm very distracted. No, I am easily distracted. There is a difference. Or both. Both can happen. God damn it, I really forgot. It was so fun hearing you all free yapping yesterday. It made work bearable. But yeah, as Fletch said, everyone should have a Soren command. Brain, come on brain. Oh, weapon switching. Weapon switching. Do I want it? How would it be done with a single button? Hold the door. If hold the speed up idea can be order to implement the time to switch to correct weapon. Do I want the speed up then? I love being on stream, yeah. We love it when you're on stream. And it is also so cool that you invited Fletch on the stream. That is always such a nice gesture. So yeah, we have been brainstorming for LOWREZJAM. Eliminating ideas and thought processes. So we had 3 quote-unquote options. Just one button and left behind are the 2 that grabbed our attention the most. Also the no team, but the no team is the cop-out. It's like the way of the coward, yeah. We had some interesting ideas, but none of them was either interesting enough, distinct enough, or implementable in 2 weeks. And then we ended up in an infinite runner game. I'm feeling motivated. I want to brainstorm and see if I can come up with something for the jam too. Heck yeah! That is the best when you can motivate others. We're trying to fuel Loki for an entry as well. A non-shmup entry. Let's put that asterisk there. Also, I read the instructions. In the game menu you can hold the secondary button, then direction up. Ooh, okay. Hold on, writing this up. Secondary plus up in X. There. I'm currently mock-upping, no judgy. I kind of wish I was good enough at Xterra to beat the modern, but like, I think I made it to the first boss and got obliterated, and that is all. Also, I'm not judging mockups. Like, hold on, let me show you, because I think you are the one who shared the how's it, make it exist first, make it nice later, and someone else also shared it, and it always reminds me of the Druidish game. Where is it? This is how the second Druidish game looked on the mockup phase. And let me find it. And this is how actually it looks. I mean, not that much better, but you know, just make it exist first, be nice later. But like that person, I thank you. Looking back on it, Extra was made too hard. I learned my lesson with that. I think retro is perfectly fine. I feel like the transition from retro to modern to those who are not versed in the shmup genre is too hard. Like, I can see if I was like more of a shmup player, modern wouldn't be that hard. But as someone who like basically got my shmup injection from y'all and like the basic shmup tutorials and such, like, I do believe that might be on that part. I can agree. Otherwise, I don't think so. It got too hard. People sharing in this trend. I need to look into how to like edit that, and then I can share this. Or like even the Nightcrawl one. I don't think I have one that has bigger runs than that. Like bigger difference. Let me quickly like look through, because my desktop is just like full of stuff, like screenshots from Picoid. But I don't believe I have a bigger like discrepancy, because the Samurai Jam entry was basically made, the art was made throughout the whole process. Magam, the Wizard game was the Wizard game is very simple, so there is like not really a difference there. So I'm not sure what y'all were looking at, but I was like looking through my screenshot. But it is a really cool trend, I agree. I probably need to play a few of these Infinite Runners somewhere to get the idea if I want the speed up or no. I guess this can be like a bigger text here. This is a major question. If I do want the game to speed up over time or no. I tried to drink water and it went down the wrong hole. Oh, holy. Oh, I do love breathing in water, one of my favorite activities. Oh. Nightcrawl. I want to grab a GIF of this. Here. Picture size. Image too big. What? Oh, I guess too many frames, right? It's not the image size, but like the frames. Size? Too big. Oh, fuck you. I will give you something too big. Downward. It's still called downward for so long. Instead of Nightcrawl, but like... Also, I need to look into a more Löve2D because I do have an implementation that can do the 64x64. Maybe I can even show it because I looked into libraries. VS Code? No? OBS? Can we? There we go. So in theory, if I do this, I need to enable this. There you go. So now the game is running in a 64x64 manner with a library. There's a library called, I think, push, and I just yeeted the low file from them, and it can render stuff in low res. I did my own implementation for my first game. What I don't know yet is, for some reason, this is forcing the game to run on this size. You can somehow enable, I think one of these parameters is making it go full screen, or that might be here. I'm not sure, I need to look back at that, because I'm not sure how, if I export this through the Löve.js maker thing, that it will recognize and size it nicely. That is my problem. But on that regard, we are fixed. Like, we can do 64x64 in some shape or form. I would love to make this game in a way that it can be played in browser, because I do believe every game should be available from the browser. If you're making game jams, that is the way to reach as many people as you can. Otherwise, this is just the same code base as we have for the learning program. I can just remove stuff and we have the base skeleton for the project. Yeah. So 64x64 is solved. Basically, that is what I wanted to show you. If I can switch weapons, when I put the second one, because this doesn't really hit anywhere, right? You're not gonna have more than 10 HP, that is for sure. Like, weapons could have technically 2-digit numbers, and if I want to have 2-digit numbers, then this is getting quite long. Yeah, then the second weapon doesn't fit. Like, do I duplicate a second weapon there? But then my UI looks really weird. I guess you can do armor and HP under each other and the two weapons on the other side. But then you need to look into two different ways, which I don't particularly enjoy. Can I place all this in the corner, just how it is in the original game? I move you up here. I move you up here. I guess I can, right? Like, a character is not gonna be big enough to, like, reach down here. What is the background for this then? Because I don't have the SSPR calls, not SSPR calls, the field calls. I haven't implemented those yet in Löve. I would probably need some kind of roadway. Give me a new layer. We have the tile set. that is the... no? Where's the last one? Is it two small ones? Oops. Okay, I can close. Would it be too much if you have like things like this? Oh, I need some kind of outline for my objects. This is very plain here. Let me put one of these up here as well. Like this works, I just don't like this. Some kind of framing? What? Oh, I'm also missing gold. Hold on. We don't have gold implemented. Like not implemented, but like showcased on the UI. It's like a very small addition that can like make the UI a bit better. Where do I put gold? Like clearly I cannot really have, I mean, even this is too much, it looks like. Also drawn on the wrong layer. As a true artist, drawing on the wrong layer already. So we need another number and an icon. I guess we can yeet gold down here to the other corner. Loop, loop, loop. It had a weird icon. It was like coin, right? I forgot how's the coin in Nightcrawl. How's the coin in Nightcrawl? Oh, it's a double ring. Oh, like oop, give it a little shine. Give it its own box. There. Is this the look of the game? Oh. Poco fans. Thank you. This probably needs to go into here. This is too high. Also, I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna do much coding today, honestly. We're still in the brainstorming mockup phase. cannot draw with this mouse, Jesus. Something like this. I guess you can raise this and put the distance down here. I'm glad the gem is so long, gives me... Oops. I'm sorry. Keeps you from feeling stressed about figuring something out immediately. Yeah, I'm somewhat in the same with this. Like we have 2 weeks for this. Honestly, I prefer the month-long ones for the same reason. Like, the month-long ones don't really stress me out because you know you have time. Like, you can have a small idea and just polish it how you want. And have ample time for it. I just need 2 numbers. But that is why I wanted this stream to be like purely brainstorming, because I need an idea. Because I'm not sure with like streaming some other things as well, that I'm not sure if I will have the time to actually make a game. I really procrastinate on coming up with something. Now I don't like how these are almost the same size, but not really. I guess I can move this down. Or 3 here. I guess I don't use something here, right? Because then that would just like flash when it comes here and then disappear. Can I add something into this little area? Do I need to add something in that area is the better question. Might be able to just leave it empty, we'll figure that out. I think this mockup has... wrong layer? This mockup basically has everything that we want. You have the 2 lanes. Away ads. You have the 2 weapons. HP shield, money, distance. Question is how, probably, for example, how does the skeleton work? Because in Nightcrawl it has a clear role to it. If you step... do we have a structure in this video? Like GIF? Like they always shoot you basically, you don't even need to combat them, if you just step in front of them they will hurt you. Hold on. Probably easier to just go ahead. Bloop. So like if I just step left, bloop, I get hit immediately with the ranged enemy. That is how they work in the OG game. Weapon broken. Still like this game mostly, it's weird. Like they can hit you from the side as well. Hold on, can I make it into position? So if I combat the one above me, notice bloop, it still shoots me. But that is a bit weird with an infinite runner. Am I just saying that you're always taking a damage? That is weird, right? Nightcrawl speak, thank you. I do like the game. It needs some figuring out, honestly. It feels unfinished a bit. Oh, there's a champion. Nice. The champ is there. Why are you here? You should be rare. I have 15. I cannot afford any of them. Talk about unlucky. Also, there is a bug that never got reported. Just feel like most people didn't realize that there is a bug in the game. When you switch areas, the already spawned enemies on the top change type. So like they use the sprites from the new enemy collection, but they still hold the attributes from the old one. So you can have like an archer of this goblin type. I'm not sure how they align, honestly. Like align themselves. Can we check? Can I open Picoid? I can. Nightcrawl. So like, where is it? I mostly have them lined up in archers. I guess I made an effort to there, but I don't think all the abilities align here. Because the enemies are already pre-spawned, you just don't see them when the scene transition happens. And when you step on the actual gate, the type transition happens then. But for example, this ogre is already spawned, so they just show up as a skeleton spearman, for example. But it will have the attributes of the ogre. And no one mentioned to me. So you have like a little backstage info here. What's that? Grande. That. Hey. I'm sorry, we were just talking about dinner. It's not like I have something. I guess I have one store-bought bun, but like bleh. Lost. I wanted to make bread at some point, but always just forgot to make it. I brought rice flour last week. And I want to check out how bread tastes out of that, because I'm getting bored of corn bread and its texture a bit. So I need something new. And I want to see if the rice will like taste different and like all kinds of manners, texture. You know what I mean. I need variety. I guess I could make summer rolls again, but like, let me save this. File. Save. Nightcrawl. Variety is nice, yeah. Honestly, I'm not taking the gluten/lactose-free diet that well. I thought I'm gonna be fine, and the last few weeks are like I'm not like craving anything, but like I look at food and I'm like, and I don't feel like that is the best way, because I really enjoyed food back then. I liked cooking, and it became very rough. It wasn't that bad before, but recently it became a bit worse. At least I'm still enjoying chips. That is my like saving grace. Or like corn chips. You know what, the Lays and stuff. Do we have an idea yet? We have a rough idea, and we have an idea for the rough idea. So we decided on the team. We are going a just one button team with an infinite runner game. And we are trying to figure out the idea for that infinite runner. And while I was on the shitter, on the bathroom break, the idea of turning Nightcrawl into an infinite runner came up. Yeah, it's not just that tasty, but that stupid flour is in basically everything, and gluten-free flour behaves very much so differently than normal flour. It's sadly not just a simple transition. Like, you know, I want to make, I don't know, I want to say pizza chicken, but I don't know how you guys say that. Like, I'm gonna show you. Pizza swirl, I guess. Yeah, that is saying that. Roll, like pizza roll. Oh, okay. So I love pizza rolls basically, like all kinds of like baked goods, like biscuits. I don't know how to say that. Well, sure, whatever. And you can try make them with gluten-free flour, but it is far from the same. With the bread, like, I'm Eastern European. I feel like Hungary is more Eastern European than Central Europe. And bread and flour-based stuff is like very much core part of the diet. Like having a sandwich for dinner is basically like what you do in most places. And I come to terms with the bread I can bake is just like I've eaten it so much that I want something else. Tidy spread. Oh, did you guys? Oh, fuck me. There you go. Pizza swirls. I was crying over pizza swirls. Ah, I miss them so much. And Pogacha. I'm not sure what is the term. Biscuits? It's like these raised red little biscuits that have cheese on top. Oh, I miss them so much. Like layered. Sometimes it's layered, sometimes it's not. So it's like layered in the terms of like being a butter-based layered dough, or just like a soft biscuit dough. Oh, I miss them so much. Ah. I like bread and like tortillas and whatever else gluten is in, because it is pasta. I mean, Jesus Christ, I miss pasta so much. Holy balls. It's not even funny how much I miss pasta, because like the general like the general alternative pasta is terrible. Like corn pasta is inedible, honestly, if you ask me. I almost. Are those breads from Hungary? I mean, not just Hungary, but like the area. It's like pizza swirls, and Pogacha is almost like eaten basically everywhere here. Doesn't make me so hungry. I'm glad. I honestly might go out to the shop and buy. I forgot to buy the gluten-free because they have gluten-free focaccia. It's not the same, but it is something on the shop. Like the Aldi near me. Oh, ad break. Got jailed. How are you doing, AdBlock users? Be back. Back. But yeah, I miss pasta so much. I'm like a pasta beast. Like, give me pasta with anything and I will devour it. And I miss it so much. Like, the closest I found is basically rice flour ones. But what is cheap is basically the Chinese, like, flat pastas, basically. But like every other pasta shape made from rice flour is like so fucking expensive, it is not even funny. Holy. I have some pea flour pasta, which is okay, honestly. Yes, okay. But you can only eat it if you crave peas, because like green pea. Like ground down green pea and it is reformed into pasta. You can only eat that if you want green peas, because holy, it has a cool green pea flavor, but sheesh. If you don't want it, you cannot eat it. Yeah, it's like an alternative flour pasta. I have like a lentil, I think, Miras. Lentil pasta as well. The problem with these is all these alternative stuff here in Hungary is just like, I'm not sure how it is outside. Most of the food also just inflated, but like these kind of pastas and alternative flours and such is like 4 or 5 times the price, even more sometimes. Could be the Soren the trees chat messages, because Soren, your voice is fucking beautiful. I think Soren might get tired of that very, very quickly. People just need to catch Perchin's stream when I'm on him. Heck yeah. But yeah, normal, like the cheapest pasta alternative is corn pasta, but that has like this gritty, weird texture, and it is, it's weird, very, very weird, and very, very different from like normal pasta. I tried it for like a month or two, and then I just could not eat it more because the problem is it is not even like close to like polenta or something in texture. It is very weird. And from corn you make flakes, not freaking pasta. I mean, yeah, but if you cannot eat normal pasta, you have to make pasta out of something. Where were we? Before my pasta and... Oh yeah, we were talking about dinner. I was yapping in Hungarian. With cornflakes. Ugh. I had polenta for the last few days. Like 4. So I ate all of it today because I was getting tired of it. It was a nice polenta, and I'm not complaining, but like... eating the same thing for like 4 days in a row is... sometimes I'm okay with it, sometimes not really. Like at some point I made so much chili beans with con carne. I mean, calling it chili con carne is a stretch, but like chili beans with ground meat and like vegetables and, you know, the spices and such. But I ate it for like a week and a half almost. The last day was rough, but all the other days I enjoyed it. Like the last one was like, oh, we need to eat this all. Like how, what the fuck? Upper neighbor trying to dig through the ceiling. I don't know what is happening. We're playing Minecraft IRA. I don't remember exactly. I need to look it up. I have it linked, right? Not in here. I think Crypt has it linked. I do believe this one covers everything. The no Gen AI seal. There is one that doesn't. How to say it? It's like I think it's called made by human seal. It's not by AI. No, it's not by AI. Cannot find the other one. There is one which is more lax, that is like mostly goes against like using AI images and sound, and in code they talk about it not being the main source of the code. Not sure what is that. I know what it is. Made by human, but it might be another one. But no Gen AI yet. But I'm using does go for code as well. Cannot find it now. Do we have it linked somewhere? Maybe on Fletch's Discord? No, this is just does this link to Blue Sky? Oh, this is the Twitter, Facebook, Discord. Is this Blue Sky? This links to Blue Sky. Does it link to the post itself? No. I don't think they talk about the other one. I thought it was made by human, but Human. Then AI. People. Because this is just the main link. Do I have it linked? Hold on. Because there are like 3 or 4 of these movements. Oh. Yep. Look. A Fletch. Human made. Not made by human, human made. Yeah, I think human made. The only 2 limitations. You cannot put it in a product where AI art is generated. And that you cannot repackage or sell the icon. Human made is the one that is not code based, basically, from my understanding. I think they are the one, and there is one more which I forgot which is the one. It has like a little. I remember the icon. It is like a little sprout coming out from someone's head. I don't think it is linked here, or might be. Welcome in later. You can like whisper it to me or send it on Discord and I can paste it. But like, no boilerplate. No boilerplate. Yeah, it's it. That is gonna be hard to find. No boiler. Brainmade.org. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, it is inside, not coming out. Yeah, this is the most lax. I think this is like to any work that are mostly made by you or your friends and not generative. So if you want to use one, like if you're using Copilot to generate code and such, I would go with either brain-made or human-made. But to my understanding, no this is the strictest seal in the community, like in this seal community. And this is the most lax from what I know of the free. Like this is the free I know. There are probably a lot of other ones. But yeah, welcome in, Will. Hope you're having a nice weekend. Oh, the bike ride. I need to buy a bike. My okay bike was stolen and I bought a cheap one and that is very bad. I'm not really using it because it creaks in a way that I fear it will just snap in half under me. So I need to like buy a new bike so you can go biking with Daya. But like, I was about to say, like everything else, bikes are really expensive, so it basically goes second hand. I'm not sure what happened in our country. I mean, we all know what happened. Orban happened. That is what happened. Like, back in my days, bikes weren't this expensive. And we were buying quality bikes because I was biking in the forest after the sheep. And like bringing home the sheep that was born and such. That was regular city bikes, 3 gears, nothing fancy. Thank you. It has at least gears. Like geared ones here are like 1.5 times the other ones. Anything with wheel works, yeah, same. I remember my good old bikes. I was like going through the forest, bouncing on roots and such, trying to get to my mother, who was herding the sheep, and a new Eve was born, and we had to bring the newborn and the mother sheep back to like the farmyard. So just plop the little guy in the basket on the bike and bike back home. It is fun in a way, yeah. Especially when the mother actually wants to follow you. Because sadly there are sheep who basically ignore the newborn, and then you have to, then that is a pain, like getting those back home. But like sometimes the mother sheep basically wants to like knock you over on the bike. That's like how aggressively she's defending the little one, which is cool. That's what you want. Those are the kind of sheep you want to keep. Yeah, I think this was a very productive brainstorming session, honestly, because you have the idea tuned out, basically almost a one-to-one. The mother froze you. Why do I hear boss music? I had my mother like knocked over multiple times, and like a 60-kilogram sheep runs into your mother who's the same weight class. They can be aggressive. Actually, that is the rarer. Most of the time they just follow you, like trying to find, like they know where the little one is, they just follow you home. How strict is a 64 limit? Can it be upscaled? What do you mean? Like the end resolution needs to be 64x64. Like your game can be fully 3D rendered under. To my understanding, the end result needs to be 64x64. This should be... Hold on, it is faster this way. I thought like 65, but each pixel being 4 pixels basically. I mean, if all your pixels are that size, then it should be fine, because then technically you are 64 by 64. So like if you decide that your measurement of a pixel is 4, like a 4 by 4 pixel, and everything follows that, then you are basically doing 64 by 64 either way. But I'm just missing the point of doing the 256. Can be a video VS loop upscaled? Probably not. I would assume it probably cannot handle such low resolutions. It looks garbo even on normal resolution. I mean, it is tiny, but if you are doing a 256 with 4 pixels, then you are at the same point. It is really tiny, like you can see examples here. Like someone is making a 3D game, hold on. And to my understanding, they are like rendering a normal 3D game, and the end camera is just looking at it on a lower resolution. Where is it? Like there are a lot of submissions like that. This is the wrong Discord. No. Is this it? Yeah, hold on. Can I open it this way? Discord app detective, continue. Oh, fuck you. Download. Waiting, browser. There you go. So this is what someone is doing. It's like a 3D game rendered through this low resolution view. And there are like a lot of entries like this when there is a different engine basically under it, just the final. I don't know how to say this because I'm not versed in like commerce and such in games. But like the final render passes through this resolution. Surely there is something here that is also 3D. I mean, Verxy is a 3D game, but it's like not really a 3D game. It's like lying to you, technically. And you're working in 3D, and that is a totally valid path, by the way. Don't be discouraged. Like someone made a racing game, I think last year. Two people even, like a racing drifting game. What is it? Averrated. What's this it? Any racers? No. Technically it is not 3D, the walls are lines drawn up. There is nothing 3D in Verx's game. This sprite stacking and drawing the walls basically as in perspective. So in technicality there is nothing 3D in it. It's just clever play of views. That's it. Using a framework, my brain can comprehend the math. That's a king. Depending on what you're using, you can look up tools or ask in the Discord, because for a lot of like main genre engines, did I not play a racing game? I could swear I played a car racing game. Oh, here it is, Rally Game. This is it. Just like, hold on. Do we have a video? No, we don't. Hold on. Oh, it is in a different window. God damn it. It's like a rally game. And it is a full 3D, like low poly game. But they just render it like this. Yeah, sprite stacking is really cool. I kind of want to make a game where I utilize sprite stacking, but this later down the line. Can I acquire Cyberpunk and downscaling? Oh my god. I'm not sure how that would look. Honestly. I think it's a really cool gem because it constrains you quite a lot, but still can lead to like really good games. I mean, as you can see, I'm mostly playing 2D games. But like, there are 3D entries for sure every year. Mostly using this rendering technique. Oh, and a lot of these old school crawling games. Not particularly this one, but like on. Do we have an entry? Like, you know, those turn-based. Not rostering. How is it called? It's called something different. Like those old school dungeon crawlers with walls. Is it rostering? No, it is not rostering. It is called something different. Hold on. I'm gonna grab another example because someone already posted it on Discord. And I do believe we are small enough. I wonder if Vex is gonna do something for low res. He had an idea. In the end, the idea did not link. Yeah, like these little like crawlers. So Verxy had an idea, it just doesn't fit the teams, but he wrote that he's very much considering joining with something else. But we'll probably know, because I would assume he will come online kinda soon. In the meantime, no. Okay. I was trying to see if someone is up, but not yet. It looks like. Hold on, let me. In the nerdy Discord. GMTK jam. I want to raid over to someone if you have a LOWREZJAM ep1. Lead coders. Hey, that's me. Kotlin. GMTK. Don't see someone up for the LOWREZ. Please search it. LOWREZ. LOWREZ guy, that's different. I'm the only one off with that search parameter. Cool. Well done. I think we have everything we wanted to do today, honestly. We have our game that we want to make. We have a mock-up for that game that we want to make. Still a few things to clear out, because there are big questions like the speeding up in an infinite runner, or holding, or just switching. But otherwise, yeah, I think we have everything that I wanted to do today. If we cut out these ideas that we had, it's basically everything. Sticking to pick 8. No, I'm going Löve2D. I'm trying to make my first Löve2D game, basically here. What is the idea? I have the rendering done. There is a library that can render games, and even if this wasn't a thing, my first Löwe game, technically, which is just like a ported Pico 8 game, does have mapping to custom resolutions. It is just more complicated than pulling in a library and saying, hey, do X and Y, and then just do this. What I don't know with this library yet, is that if it can, how it will show up on, basically on each. That is a question. Like, I'm not sure if it can go to full screen or not, but I will have to export and see that. Okay. Is it similar in concept to those game ads where you need to pick between two power-ups? Yeah, somewhat, yes. The original idea is that combined with a game that we have already, Nightcrawl. But yeah, it is the combination of this game and the and those mobile runners. Át tudom venni. Yeah. Át tudom venni. Okay. Web export will have to probably be through mscript, and unless Löve2D have web export. There is a Löve2D JS export. There is a, where is it? macOS, Linux, Debian, app, Android. There's this Löwe web builder stuff that is known. It has some quirks around it, but this can totally make games because Rogala is made for this. Like this game is made for this one, so it's like it works. I know it works. So can you substitute Druid Dash for a 3DS? I don't know. If you can export Löve2D games to 3DS, then yes. But yeah, that is the plan. Next stream we're gonna probably start coding and see where we can do. Oh yeah, there is the not isn't it brew? Löve2D brew? Is it called brew? Certificate. I think this is. What is this? Love potion? Oh, this is something different then, I guess. I assume you're talking about this, right? Because there is a thing called Löve2D as well, which can also export like stuff like this. This just doesn't come in for now. But yeah, I have to jump. I need to find something to eat. Last food is already here. We have our 3 hours put in, like a good boy, almost 3 hours. I was a bit late. I think the love potion is a continuation of brew. Oh, could be, it could be. That can totally be the case. But yeah, thank you all for jumping in. Next thing is gonna be on a Monday, probably. I might be a bit tired because I have an inside interview in my company. But other than that, it should be a fine day. So yeah, I will thank you all for jumping in and brainstorming and it's like jumping things on and off, going things back and forth and everything. So yeah, I'll thank you all and we'll see each other next time on, what is it? On Monday, yeah. So yeah, thank you for tuning in and bye bye. Have a great weekend.